when Mike Dub was late, Gus Jordan kicks a freestyle.
Oh, freestyle.
6 degrees.
Bring it on, son.
I can barely hear the beat, but the style is so unique. From Tampa, so you know I am.
Bring it. Come on. Don't stop, son. Don't stop, son.
Keep going, son. Keep going. You're a poet.
Lord, move.
Here he is.
Going back. Oh, yes.
There he is.
Mike D in the
What's up, Mike
disrespect.
D in the house.
That's all we've been doing. Stretch it. And we're waiting for your intro, man. We got the intro theme music going on. Just waiting for you to say what you got to say. Yeah. You know what you got to say. It's copywritten. I tried doing it on by myself on one show, and I couldn't do it. I was messing it all up, so I don't even bother doing it no more.
You talking about the introduction?
Oh, Papa Smurf said, "What's up?" He see us on the past.
Papa Smurf. Yeah. Oh man, you got to get Papa Smurf on the radio. Talk about his Buccaneers.
Oh, we got a little something.
Well, it is Saturday evening here in Ohio. And if you're listening to the sounds of my voice, that means you're listening to Cover 2 Conversations. 2 Tampa natives, 2 topics, 2 points of view for 2 hours here on Ohio Radio. You listen to the vocal stylings of your main man Mike D, and I'm always joined by
Reginald Gray,
a.k.a. Space Ghost, a.k.a. the proprietor of Castle Grayskull,
a.k.a. Nitro.
It looks like we got a full house. You know what we do here at Cover 2 Conversations. We're going to talk sports, especially during football season. We're going to talk Buccaneers. We're going to talk football. And as normal, Reggie once again has he's 100 and wins to losses of having great guests here to join us on Cover 2 Conversations. And so not only do we have Reginald Gray here with me, looks like to my left I have the most powerful man in the universe from Power Moves. Joel, and I have Dr. Gus Jordan III, hailing from Atlanta, Georgia.
What's going on? Woo! Also known as 6 Degrees from Diamondback Entertainment and Jericho Broadcast, also known as the Sports Network. You heard about us from Byron Allen, you know what I'm saying, we're trying to make things happen.
Mm-hmm. A.K.A. Flash Jordan, right. A.K.A. Gus Go. So that being said, Mr. Gray, what have we today? What have we to discuss other than why you got a giant gallon of water in between 2 bottles of liquor?
You
gotta wash it down, son.
We are talking about some more Cleveland Browns stuff.
We still talking about Cleveland.
Oh, we ain't done yet. And I want to thank Myles Garrett for giving me some more content. Man, you are making my job so easy. Woo. And I also want to follow up more on the Kaepernick thing. I want to get Mike Dubs.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm torn on this Kaepernick thing right now. After last week, I'm torn, man. Torn. And we got Power Moves in the house.
Well, we got to talk about that.
Yeah, we gonna talk about it. We got Power Moves in the house, and because Joel is from Brooklyn.
The bridge is over. Bye-bye.
Yo, we from Flatbush, baby.
Flatbush, Prospect Park, baby.
Yeah,
Ocean Ave.
There you go. Whatever.
There you go.
Whatever. I bought some music in just out of respect for him.
Okay.
And we got Augustus, 6 Degrees.
What's up? What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on? He tries doing that. Yo, what's up going on, son? Yeah. We're going to talk about, you said Disney?
Yes. Disney. What is Disney Plus?
Disney Plus.
The Mandalorian.
And
the snub of the female rappers at the Grammys, with the exception of Cardi B.
If we got time, we'll hit on it. If we got time, we will hit on that. But I gotta talk about Myles Garrett.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Now, we'll recap of last week. The whole thing happened with Myles Garrett, your quarterback Rudolph from the Pittsburgh Steelers, Sergio's favorite player, and they got into a little kerfuffle.
Yes.
And your boy from the Steelers got fined, not suspended. Your boy from Cleveland got suspended like he should have been.
Yep.
Okay, for swinging a helmet. For swinging a freaking helmet. Now, to add, I'm going to get on to what's going on this week, thanks to your boy. But to back up what I was saying in defense of my points from last week, up until the helmet part, nobody should have got suspended.
Agreed.
Fines, yes. But nobody should have got suspended. But that helmet changed the game. Just like Peter Parker going to science class and getting bit by a spider. That spider changed the whole game.
No doubt. But he couldn't take that helmet back with that spider.
Now Myles Garrett is trying to appeal his suspension. So he sits in front of the board. He's trying to appeal the suspension.
Right.
So it's behind closed doors. It leaked out, which I think is BS. It got leaked out, but whatever, it got leaked out. In order for him to make his point of why he should not be suspended or give him a definite date, because right now we don't know how long he's going to be suspended for. He said the reason I acted buck wild. The reason I acted buck wild. That cracker. No, he didn't say cracker.
See, that look at you.
I know, right?
Yeah.
He said that he called me a racial slur, and so I have to fire back. And I know I didn't say it after the game. I know I didn't say it to the media. I know I didn't say it during the week when we had the press conferences with the reporters. I know I didn't say it all week long. I didn't say nothing on Twitter. But I decided a week later to let y'all know that the reason I was tripping was because he called me a racial. We don't know. But now, everyone's stupid. It was an N-word. It could have been cool. It could have been Jungle Bunny.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of them could
have been a lot of things.
Could have been a lot of
Mooly,
things.
absolutely.
It could have been Mooly.
Absolutely.
He might just say
it really did.
Keep coming.
I mean, you got some more speed.
You might say boy. Spear chucker.
Kunta Kinte.
That's just like I think.
Go ahead, Mike Dove.
It may be the media. Because you're right, you said leaked out. So when the things leak out, who was the leaker, and do they really even know what was said? It doesn't matter. That racial slur thing is like, hey man, you committed an act of violence. Okay, if you tell me you committed an act of violence because someone said something to you, come on, man. I mean if you're saying don't suspend me 6 games because I was provoked to act violently, I'm going to say, no, I'm suspending you for the act of violence. I don't care what the preconditions were. Just the fact that you did that, that's what the suspension's for. You might have had a bad day. Your wife might have left you. And you think because of that, I'm going to not suspend you? No, that has nothing to do with anything. That's unfortunate. And I'm glad now we understand your psychology, what was behind, but I ain't buying it. I'm not even sure he really did that, said that. If he did say it was a racial slur, I'm not sure whether Rudolph actually did that. He might have. He's on a field with, it was 22 people on the field, and I would say 17 of them probably were black.
Right?
And so he gonna say a racial slur. Okay, it's irrelevant. It's the story.
He might have said, "Yo, my nigga."
Yep. What's up? Give him my helmet, right?
Yeah, right.
I think it's a non-story. I think it's just let's just stretch this out. NFL, as much as we like to believe the NFL is all powerful stuff, they're just like any other media. Hey, can we stay in the news? Can we stay on Twitter? Can we stay on Facebook?
But
controversy.
Controversy.
I get that, but I think keeping it 100, like you said, the fact that there's 17 other, there's plenty of other brothers that play in the NFL, that for Mason to say that, I don't know if that would have went well with them either. So I'm not sure about the story, but I wasn't there.
Exactly.
But what I can say is this, to your point, you can't be hitting the brother with a helmet, though.
That's all.
You have a job. Your job is to take down the quarterback and then call it a day.
You took it down.
Any extracurricular activities after that, we not on the block anymore.
Right. You at work. Matter of fact, you at work.
Right.
You at work.
Like a doctor.
You rock the mic. You got the light the way I operate.
I mean, the thing is this: he's fortunate that this was the football field.
Right. He did that in the parking lot. He going to jail.
He's going to jail. Right.
Yeah, they would have got that nigga.
Without the bill.
I think it's a non-story. It's unfortunate for the Browns.
Oh, no, it's a story because I needed content. Now, sir, you're from Cleveland.
long as he don't pick up a helmet, we good.
Don't hit me with that.
He's 99. He's 99.
Okay, so
All right, Sergio, what's your input on this?
I'm thinking there's a conspiracy involved.
Oh.
It's C-O-N.
C-O-N conspiracy. So he said this. What was it? Thursday?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
the day of the hearing.
Yeah, I think
which was
I
like
think
Wednesday. It was
yeah.
Thursday.
Yeah, I think it was Thursday. The hearing, actually.
By the end, matter of fact, it was probably not even 2 hours later. The NFL was like, "Nah, we don't have any evidence of that happening."
Yeah.
How do you not have any evidence of anything? From what I was hearing, they said that they don't have any mics.
No. Well, they say no evidence means we check the mics. We check the audio.
So you check the audio from. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I think what it is it's a big grand conspiracy against Cleveland.
Browns,
Yeah.
Wow.
You're truly a fan, dog.
I think it's crazy. I think it's crazy how the guy who started everything gets a fine. And he looks like the
He
type.
didn't start it.
He looks like the type to drop the hard ER.
You think so?
He looks just so you could tell
You
just
know,
by looking
and
at
I'll
him.
be honest with you, I was watching him trying to look at his mouth and stuff.
Really?
I actually agree that he do seem like someone would,
Yeah.
to jump off like that.
Yeah.
But it still don't matter.
I'm not justifying. I am not justifying in any way my man hitting him with the helmet
Yeah.
at all. You don't do that.
and-
However,
It's not what you call
you
it.
got to get suspended a game. You started it, you provoked it, you
I
kept
agree
it
with
moving,
that.
and then you
I agree with
reignited
I
it.
disagree with this suspension.
Only reason I think they didn't suspend him game because I think
Because
he's the
we
only
know why.
quarterback.
We know why.
Right, I don't know if they have a third string. No, do they have a third string? I don't know if they
Yeah,
have
they
a
have a
third
third string.
Oh, they do? I'm not sure they had a third
We know
string
why he
quarterback.
didn't get suspended. We all know why.
Oh, there we go.
It's the lack of melanin.
White privilege.
It's the lack of melanin.
Going there.
Yeah, I'm going there. I'm going there. This is all
man.
Cleveland bias.
Oh, no.
But anyways,
man.
so he didn't get suspended. That's whatever. That's cool. We gotta find whatever. That's fine. Whatever. But now the guy who punched and kicked Myles Garrett while he was on the ground
Bouncy.
went from 3 games to now 2 games. So they said,
You know why?
we're gonna knock off a game.
You know why?
You're allowed to be completely violent
Exactly. You know why?
because they hate Cleveland.
He didn't have a helmet in his hand.
It doesn't matter.
He didn't have a helmet in his hand.
So you're allowed to just punch and kick players now? Is that what we're allowed to do now?
No, you get suspended.
he did.
But in front of the
But-
in front of the Jedi Council, when you're pleading your case,
Yeah.
they'll bring it down a notch. You know why? Because you didn't have a helmet in your hand.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah,
And then the guy from the Browns who just merely pushed Little Mason.
merely.
Wait.
Wait a minute. What kind of push is in
He
Cleveland?
pushed him.
What kind of pussy
He
doing
didn't push him. He had a running start.
Yeah, and he slowed down and gave one of the pushes, immediately turned around and backed up.
Wow.
Did he get his thing suspended? No, he still got it. He still get a game. It's a grand conspiracy against Cleveland. They never loved us, and it don't matter.
Well, you know what?
Hopefully I win the game tomorrow.
Yes.
We are.
Yes.
We might squeak into the playoffs.
Well, Reggie. Whoa.
No, we're not going to do that.
All right, well, you know what? Let's leave it on cliffhanger. We're going to come back
Okay.
with the Cleveland theory. Reggie, what you got for us for a little break here?
This is a celebration of last night. We went to the Immortal Technique. We were all there. Immortal Technique and Chino XL concert last night.
Okay.
What's up?
And Chino, my boy Chino.
Yeah.
You know, bam. Funny thing is, Chino wasn't even a headliner, but all his shirts were sold out, and the
Yeah.
headliner wasn't.
Well, because you bought them all.
No, I didn't. But Bodyguard back here, she got a Chino XL dog tag.
Oh.
It's home.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
in celebration of last night, I have a lot of Chino. Well, not a lot. 2 Chino songs. First song is Chino XL and Immortal Technique, and the other song is Chino Nice. But
All right. This is Cover 2 Conversations, 2 Terminators, 2 topics, 2 points of view for 2 hours on Flow, Ohio. This is your main man, Mike D, always joined by.
Reginald
And we're
Gray.
going to go on a little musical break here. Let all that Cleveland Browns soak into your cerebellum.
That's
Then
right.
we'll come back with the conspiracy theory.
oh, jeez. Here we go.
This game is cold. I told my broad I won't be coming home. Lost my job, I lost my mind, lost everything I own.
technique and fuck everybody else. Fuck everybody else. Fuck everybody else. Psycho realm and fuck everybody else. Fuck everybody else. Fuck everybody else. Real lyricists and fuck everybody else. All my street soldiers stand up. Arm yourself.
Fuck happened to rap? I need to put my lyrical clip in. It's Sean homie gun clapping his back. These pop backs make me wanna pop gas. This whole shit is fucked up cause radio just broadcast trash. Serato wax, blast my semi-auto tracks. Launch a deadly hollow caps. I'm taking out the whack and many follow that. Swallow that. I burn your vocal like I'm bottle jack. You thought you had the streets cause I was gone, but we just got it back. Homie, you can check my team. It's super ugly when you get us all together. Sick, tech, and chi. This reign of terror won't end with me. I spawned a little psycho cause my baby mama kept that seed. Now I'ma take a little trip to these radio stations. Grab them punk ass DJs, wave guns in their faces. If they don't play my shit, then it's welcome to hell. Cause all we want is immortal tech, Chino in the psycho realm.
This game is cold. I told my broad I won't be coming home. Lost my job, I lost my mind, lost everything I own. The city got me fucked up. Yo, these pigs got me fucked up. Music on the radio is fucked up. I hop in the truck and only wanna feel one.
Immortal technique and fuck everybody else. Fuck everybody else. Fuck everybody else. Psycho realm and fuck everybody else. Fuck everybody else. Fuck everybody else. Chino excel and fuck everybody else. Fuck everybody else. Fuck everybody else. Real lyricists and fuck everybody else. All my street soldiers stand up. Arm yourself.
Chino's ill, slap off your cosmetics. I arm myself like a veteran, putting on prosthetics. My barbaric genetics bring pain. The only revolution that you've ever seen is Prince's group in Purple Rain. Deranged monster sponsor, you get shit on and pissed on like Tila Tequila at a Juggalo's concert. Ain't trying to be glamorous hammers, we snap like cameras. I'm fucking intense like teenage camp counselors. Spit blood through your stereo, there we go. Time for your burial. Fag niggas after you rhyme, say no hetero. My murderous sentences, no secrets where my weapons is. Locked in the closet next to pop rappers, sexual preferences. Amber alert, your girl's mouth ran away with my kids. If you're sick, then I should be diagnosed with 3 days to live. You slip, I'll kidnap you and give you a mean death. Beat you with your Blackberry to there's barely a screen left. Jack and check my dogs like entrees in the Philippines. My mistress is villainy, raping and pillaging lyrically. My symphony, biblically loved by killers. Who gives a fuck who's the greatest rapper alive long as Chino's the illest?
This game is cold. I told my broad I won't be coming home. Lost my job, I lost my mind, lost everything I own. The city got me fucked up. Yo, these pigs got me fucked up. Music on the radio is fucked up. I hop in the truck and only wanna feel
Fuck a solid revolution soldier, I'm on the warpath. I'll throw my commandments down on your platinum calf. You get your face slashed like a Rikers Island reminder. Behind your snipers to find you whether you run to China or try to crawl a fuck back in your mother's vagina. And I don't need a fucking cosigner to murder gassed up underground niggas like coal miners. Bring it back, paying homage to the old timers. I was bred as a carnivore, bred as a cannibal. Flow sicker than pictures of people fucking animals. Like a car crash, ripped in half, neck to the crotch. Motherfuckers scared to stare, but they secretly watch. Niggas wanna play Shane Torn? Well, let's get it on. I fire missiles like the fucking shit that hit the Pentagon. You not strong enough to do a song with me, I'm the truth. Like Tina Turner, motherfucker, you'll get raped in the booth, nigga.
This game is cold. I told my broad I won't be coming home. Lost my job, I lost my mind, lost everything I own. The city got me fucked up. Yo, these pigs got me fucked up. Music on the radio is fucked up. I hop in the truck and only wanna feel one.
Chino excel and fuck everybody else. Fuck everybody else. Fuck everybody else. Immortal technique and fuck everybody else. Fuck everybody else. Fuck everybody else. Psycho realm and fuck everybody else. Fuck everybody else. Fuck everybody else. Real lyricists and fuck everybody else. All my street soldiers stand up. Arm yourselves.
Plus, you gotta admit when I'm I'm rhyming, it's nice, your heart is my pinata. My wordplay will astound, I make your mom say wow. Ironically, wow is the word mom upside down. Trying to separate myself from my bizarre persona, like a rabbit cadaver trying to stab his own organ donor. I walked the kilometer, tried to be calm, and I'd empty this liquid Molotov lava shot into your yarmulke. Upon my lava algorithm, stabber, married coward, laughing, brat, and children slappers. Wisdom, this isn't sadomasochism, it's a crass addiction and dastardly diction. Have you tap out of submission, a beast like Baptista, the Puerto Rican edition. The script phenomenon with the Smith Corona typewriter, the Unabomber. Ted Kaczynski wrote his manifesto on America. Better invest in its urban environment or get demolished like them London riots. I'm pissing on Arizona immigration laws outside of my vehicle with Casey Anthony's severed head hanging from my rear view. I'm out of my mind, that ancient from the cellar evil being blind. Even Helen Keller's favorite color was Chino. I'm nice. Yo, this is one of them days when you just feel nice, you know what I mean? When the words just come nice, you know what I mean? Behind this mic, I feel home, son, I feel home. Reconstruction. Now it's shit on everything. I use a verse as a murder weapon, words shredding. Sometimes living in hell's giving the best view of heaven. Come witness my venomous threat. Chino was death's pet, born without a heart, created straight from Satan's chemistry set. Will I ever be outshined? Still remains to be seen. Till I'm in a museum with a sign remains to be seen. You watch it, a man that's standing at the crossroads, not a poor soul, slow and softer than them Glee episodes. You think I'm starving at heart? I'm charging in scenery beautifully. How you figured that the Garden of Eden would be? Problem with a nigga, I say it to they face. Fuck steps to perfection. I am a staircase. Pull Bill O'Reilly's spine out. You figure I'm an overdose before you even get official word. Amy Winehouse. Minor weaponry from the time of the Byzantines. You're talking metaphysically, but Chino's metal physically. The epitome of infinity and validity of my divinity. Half animal activity, only monster in captivity. Legitimately resurrect any gladiator from Sicily. He won't pattern or manage to match my intensity mentally. I'm nice. When the blessing is coming to you and shit, you surrounded by your niggas like you about to run motherfuckers over. Just feel nice. Roll the windows down and shit, you know what I mean? Cause I'm home behind this mic. I feel right at home behind this shit. Yeah, now it's Chino everything. You could be this nice in your next life or something. Just die and follow the light that's white, like that Oslo gunman. You rhyme like a woman that's got whore ways. Laughter's the best medicine, so your records then should cure AIDS. To quote my mom, I'm a thick-skinned son of a bitch. I'd walk through rose bushes for the thorns whenever I itch. Was captured and branded and vanquished in an ancient anguish. Faced the bracy face of hatred and made it my base language. The horror carver, the angry phantasma, spitting sangre into God. I leave your head sliced on a silver platter. Mañana, mañaca, caco on your favorite flock of rapper. Sick laughter, witchcraft that is bastard is master. Six pastors, six masters to access the madness. Monastic violence like Pontius Pilate's bandits, giving Jesus back whippings and lashes. Viva Latino, when Chino do a show, there'll be nobody hustling outside of your local Home Depot. Ridiculous flow, perfected inside of my raps. Greatness, a destination that you will not arrive at. I hear the uncomfortable silence when I drop my verses. It's agreed on by churches that I'm the idol you can worship. Brolic and hypnotical in public or in solitude. I'm liable to stomp and bother the human mind and molecules. Not bitter with a vendetta, just a mile ahead of these non-spitters that are considered the fittest trendsetters. My pen sentence like Lucifer was my babysitter, till I'm surrounded by every stepdaughter of Bruce Jenner. Chino significant even when I just speak and brag. My birth certificate is printed on the Puerto Rican flag. I'm nice.
Yo. Well, that's Chino.
That's Chino
Slammed
X.
it, son.
Chino X.
The Puerto Rican superhero.
Not medium. Not Chino S. Not Chino M.
XL.
XL.
And according to Chino, he's black and Puerto Rican from the waist up.
Wow.
You'll get it.
Oh, wow.
Pause, son. Pause.
Yo, that's a drink championship.
So, welcome back to Cover 2 Conversations. Two different neighbors, two topics, 2 points of view, 2 hours, and 2 back-to-back songs you just
Please
heard
write that down for
from
me.
our original grade, our connoisseur of hip-hop culture and music. We have another connoisseur of hip-hop culture and nerd culture and music next to him, Dr. Gus Jordan III, hailing from Atlanta, Georgia.
Bars up.
Got a PhD in BAM! And we'll get a little bit more in detail. But Joel Sylvan is someone we come up with in our previous show on In Touch Radio. Much love about the In Touch family, and we great time there. Just had to come over to Flow, Ohio. You know, got tired of people being in our videos and, you know, want to be on our songs and stuff. So we had to come on over here to Flow, Ohio. But this brother right here, Joel, the host of Power Moves on In Touch Radio, is a bad man. And I'm gonna tell you, let me tell you, I was gonna say I'm gonna tell you a little bit about him, but there's a lot of stuff here. So I'm gonna actually see if I can just read this all the way through. Do you have your timer? Go ahead, I gotta do the exercise.
Lamar's class.
Joel Sylvan has been the inimitable force behind the scenes as an advisor to numerous music executives, philanthropists, C-level executives, and children. He has been featured as a case study for Steve Mariotti's book, New York Times bestseller, The Young Entrepreneur's Guide to Starting and Running a Business. He was a young music executive working with artists, producers, and comedians, the likes of Freddie Jackson, Najee, the Fugees, Tanya Blount, DJ Clark Kent, Puff Daddy, Pete Rock, Tony Dufat, Jam Master Jay, Steve Rhythm, Corey Rooney, Wu-Tang Clan, Robin Thicke, Steve Harvey, Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, and Wonder Woman.
That's right. Bang, bang. Bang, bang, son.
He had orchestrated a joint venture deal with Electro Records at 25 years old, and Sylvia Rohn, during that time, created a marketing and consulting company which provided endorsement deals for artists in the music industry, bringing Reebok, Lugs, K-Swiss, Oakley into their image. Afterwards, became a silent partner for Bulldog Bikes, the first urban bike BMX lifestyle company in the world.
Like shit.
He was hired to orchestrate the Kidpreneurs Conference with Black Enterprise. Subsequently, he was honored with the nomination of the Black Enterprise Small Rising Business of the Year Award in 1995. He was also recognized as the NFTE Small Business of the Year. He has been featured on 2020, Crane's Business, the New York Post, to name a few.
But wait, it gets worse.
Where's the disclosure? Currently, he is the executive producer and host of Power Moves, a radio show podcast featuring celebrities, professionals, athletes, and key influential executives. The A Polymath Renaissance man currently serves as a president of Toastmaster chapter. He is a speaker, entrepreneur, human-centered design architect, and philanthropist focused on the agenda for an abundant life through service. It comes as a 5-point plan. You ready for the plan?
What's the plan?
Are you ready for the plan?
I don't think I am.
Rock-a-bye, baby. All right. Go New Jack City, boy. This brother right here is something else. Amending broken families, providing single mothers a work-life balance solution they need to enjoy life, empowering underserved communities with tools and resources for success, developing individuals with skills for sustainable living, and providing single mothers. That's it, man. It's so good he repeated himself. So to close out, the longest introduction in history of conversations. His knowledge, experience, and passion for mentoring and becoming a multiplier for individuals is what allows him to develop transformational change for individuals. His future book and media projects will espouse a new philosophy of holistic self-made improvement. Welcome to Cover 2 Conversations. Joel, the man from up north, hailing from on high. Damn. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Now, what that brother? So you can see why we have him on the show. We got doctors, we got entrepreneurs, architects. We got everybody on the show.
And Reggie.
I mean, I don't even mind bringing in I got a cute dog in front of me. I mean, you know, it's all family. That being said, the topic of this segment, and one of the reasons I wanted to introduce him, because I'm sure he's going to have something to say. I'm sure.
Top guy, something to say.
Mr. Kaepernick.
Yeah.
Those who know Mr. Kaepernick, he took the 49ers, I believe, to the playoffs twice.
Super Bowl. He was about 2 minutes away from winning a Super Bowl.
Yep, Super Bowl.
Wait. Let me do this. because people keep saying this narrative about he's a terrible quarterback.
Yeah, which I
last year he played in the league. He missed some games because he was injured, not because he got benched.
Right.
That's even with the kneeling. He was injured. Came back for the whole year. After he came back, 16 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Just a bad 49er team.
Right.
Before that, on his resume, he went to 2 NFC Championship games, and one of those 2 years went to a Super Bowl playing the Baltimore Ravens. Almost won the game, maybe 2 or 3 minutes away from winning it. So people who say that he's a terrible quarterback, as that narrative is why he doesn't have a job in NFL, you're lying to yourself. That's all what it is. But bam, you go ahead.
So, NFL has been working in recent months behind the scenes. We made to understand and made to believe they've introduced Jay-Z as some type of cultural partner of some sorts to assist in the evolution. My personal feeling of it is they're tired of hearing about, hey, why the NBA doesn't have the problems like the NFL. You know, if you notice in the NBA, other than when they told those brothers they need to dress up to come to work, when it was getting a little too hip hopish, generally when they want to protest or hey, as long as they play the game, the NBA leaves them alone. NFL is more rigid, more strong arming, and then they seem to get bit in the butt on that. So they bring in Jay-Z.
Be more of a plantation mentality.
Well, all right, Warren Sapp. So that being said, all of a sudden, if anyone knows who football, every Tuesday they entertain people who want to walk onto a team, players that maybe are out or released from a team. Tryout day. It's every Tuesday in the NFL team in the country. For some reason, Kaepernick was getting called. NFL, once again, these are the words, says, well, maybe they're concerned that the NFL is going to frown on someone calling Kaepernick in for, a tryout. So, you know what we're going to do? We're going to hold a tryout. The NFL said, I'm going to hold a tryout for Kaepernick in Atlanta, in the Atlanta facilities, and invite all the NFL teams to kind of let them know the NFL is supportive of you hiring Kaepernick. I believe it was 24 hours prior to this happening, Kaepernick announced he was moving down the street to a high school.
Charles Drew.
Consternation report. I believe there was 30 or 25 to 30 teams that were coming.
25
that were going to be there, but when he moved it, just all
dropped
changed.
down to 6 or 7.
Yeah, 6 or 7. And the question has been in the air: why would he do that? And then you have folks on ESPN, the brother with the forehead, Stephen A. Smith. You have these people saying, basically they're giving you a chance to get a job. Why don't you just shut up and dribble? And I'll leave it at there. So he moved. Why would he move, Reggie?
Okay, I get why he did it. There was a provision in the contract that they give all tryouts. They get a standard, like, hey, you get hurt, don't blame us. Just because you're working out to me, you're going to get on the team. Everybody gets that. His had a little extra in it. A couple extra lines. I'm going to paraphrase saying, hey, by the way, after all that stuff, real quick, little middle part.
Don't read that.
Yeah, don't read that part. It says, you can't sue us for nothing. Nothing. Yeah. It wasn't just a normal, I didn't make the team thing, whatever. There was it wasn't a standard contract.
Right.
And his lawyer, to lawyer credit, caught that.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, this ain't cool. Can you take that part out? And it was back and forth. So I get why he didn't want to sign it. And also, since the NFL, the big bad NFL, controls the narrative of everything, to make which they could make him look bad, they didn't want him to bring his camera crew in. It would have been only NFL camera crew, and then after the workout, they would have put the video out to the teams, to the media. They would have controlled the perception of how everything looked. He said, "Look, I'm cool with that, but can I bring my camera guy in too? Give me somebody with a cell phone.
Right.
No, just have somebody. No." So they couldn't come to an agreement. He canceled it about an hour out and went to this other spot that's
Charles
Atlanta.
Drew High School. Okay.
Yeah. Now,
in Clayton County.
Here's where I'm torn at in this. Cap supports, dog. This one is be more transparent with it.
Right.
Come to the camera and be like, hey, look, they put this in the immediately, before you even go out to the new spot, they put this in the contract and we don't agree with it. This is what's going on. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and have this other practice over here, but before I do anything, I want the media and everyone to know before they flip this.
Right.
So he didn't do it. So whatever. It goes an hour out. Now, one problem I got is he had a lot of people that were cap shirts on and pro cap this, pro cap that, but he totally did this within 1 hour. Yeah, but it is what it is, bro. Hey, I don't care. So he goes out there and works out. Afterwards, this is my biggest problem, and I want you to find the audio for the post-workout.
I saw that.
Yeah, that was my biggest problem.
Yeah, he could.
He came out with I've been ready for 3 years. All y'all. So tell Roger Goodell, all the 32 owners, to stop running and hiding from the truth. I'm waiting. It's up to them with the next move.
That's right. I'm Clubber Lang. I want a chance at the championship.
Yeah. That was my problem because that post-interview thing could have gone a lot better than what it did to me. Just perception. And I know Gus going to hate me on this one. Wearing the Kunta Kinte shirt.
I'm not.
Hey, Gus, I even have limits.
Hey, I got to agree with you. Look at what Freddie's in. Look at what Freddie's in.
I don't know.
He's the cap out the side.
Well, wait, what that?
He's got
Is that you? Is that you? Your cap?
I can agree.
Nah, man, I'm GDI.
I can agree.
GDI,
He's
but
got to
I'm
make
just
he's pretty on his right. He's pretty on his left. Damn pretty, he can't stand himself. So he got to make a scene. Now I can agree.
Wow.
The reason he didn't get signed to Miami was because he had a
Castro
shirt.
And the same things you do
that.
as far as the
You know
job
what I'm
interview goes.
Yeah.
Now, once you get the job, go buck wild.
Right.
You know, like once you perform,
Exactly.
Kunta
I can
Kinte,
agree.
Castro, do what you're going to do. That's why I'm torn at, because the thing is, I get why he didn't sign the contract and go through with it.
Yeah.
What I would have done, again, I'm not in his shoes.
Toby would have signed.
Wow.
not even Toby would have signed.
Wow. That was a good one. But what I would have done, again, I'm not in the shoes, so maybe some stuff I don't know about. I would have gone to the media and said, this is what's going on. I'm still going to do the NFL thing, but I'm also having my own one do too.
So they can't edit the film and make it seem like I can't play no more.
I would have done both. And my post-workout response to the media would not have been so aggressive.
All right,
Okay,
so I hold up on that. So this is the deal, though, right? Because a lot of times when you talk about these contracts, if the contract stipulates that the NFL is doing their cameras and they're the ones that controlling the narrative, a lot of times, more than likely, they pretty much told him that he couldn't have his cameras.
No, that's what I said.
Right?
Yeah.
So if they told him he couldn't have his cameras, then how can he have an opportunity to share what it is? Because like you said earlier, they can easily manipulate.
Right.
What? I mean, they could have shown.
Oh, he missed that throw.
Yeah,
he missed
exactly.
this.
Oh,
and
look at the spiral.
It's all
It was
wobbling.
Yeah. Right? They could have easily shown that, but at least we got to see the authentic self. Me personally, and I said it during our show, is I'm not mad at Kaepernick in terms of him saying, you know what, I'm doing my own thing. I'm going to show you what I'm all about. Because this is the deal. A lot of these athletes, especially the quarterbacks, they're trained in media training, right? So they understand what the media is going to ask them and how they can flip a question so that they have the last word, right? All the smart, especially the quarterbacks, are the leaders of the team.
Yeah.
So if there's one thing that I can't say about Kaepernick, he's definitely controlling the narrative. Now, did he execute it in the best manner?
That's where I'm torn, bro. That's where I'm torn.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. It was a little sloppy.
If he's a friend of mine, and me and Mike have done this with each other a million times. Mike, Red, why would you do that? Mike, well,
Right.
30 years back, we've done this a million times. I'd be like, yo, kid, I don't know the way you handled that one. Kid, I would have done that, but beforehand. I'll give you a perfect example. And this was like 5 years ago. A job I hated. And I try and be very professional. Don't leave a job without something lined up.
Sure.
And I was so stressed out at this job from the supervisor. I think I texted Mike or talked to him on the phone like at lunchtime. I was gonna leave and not come back. And Mike said, "No, bro, don't do it that way, bro." I said, "No, you stressed out. How it is?" Mike said, "Give him 2 weeks notice." And I know I got to, Mike, but he talked me off my ledge. Gave him 2 weeks notice. After I turned the letter in, the next day I came in, they called me to HR and said, "Hey, look, we'll do this for you. The last day you put for your 2 weeks on your letter, we'll pay you up until that day.
Right.
You got benefits, full benefits up until that day. You're still getting paid for it. And you can go ahead and leave right now if you want to." and I left, and I had
Happy.
got you a check. And plus, I got hired for another job the next day, so that kind of worked out. What I'm saying is, some situations where if that's your friend, you may want to get, hey, dude, don't handle it that way, bro. I said you want to not burn bridges, and that's how I feel with Kaepernick right now. It's like, I support your movement, man, but the way you did this, now.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Joel would be helpful because he sounds like he needs coaching because he's making, I think, some good chess moves, but it's almost like he's untrained. He's like almost making them luckily. Like that Nike commercial, I thought that was badass. He was quiet. No one even knew what Kaepernick was.
He just walked.
And he just comes out of nowhere, a giant Nike billboard. I was like, oh, and they knew this for months. They've been paying them for months and months. I said, that was bad. You can't even. So I was like, he's doing he's not letting it die. As soon as it gets really quiet, he pop back up. But then he does that thing after. All he should have said was, thank y'all for coming out.
Yeah.
Which he did. Thank y'all for coming. I really appreciate your support. I'm just trying to get a job. That's all.
That would have been so cool.
And then walked off.
That would have been so cool, man.
Anything else. I'm just trying to get a job. Because one thing about America is white, black, Puerto Rican, Chinese, Japanese, whatever. We understand about wanting to work. We understand that, especially in America, in some cases, our job is how we represent ourselves. And technically, this man don't have a job. And he's trained for only one career.
Well, my thing is, I can understand both of y'all perspective. I can understand y'all perspective and Kaepernick's perspective. But he doesn't have to play football.
Right.
But he wants to play football.
Right.
I agree. He could have humbled himself. But the NFL, I think he felt like the NFL was sending him up.
Oh, I agree. I agree.
So that's why he's arrogant.
Point.
Sometimes you gotta be a nigga. Sometimes you gotta be Ice Cube. Without the helmet. Sometimes you gotta say, that's the police coming straight from the underground. Young brother got it bad because I'm brown. Sometimes you gotta impeach the president pulling out the ray gun.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's one of those things where I want to see how it ends. So to your point, if I could have talked to him beforehand, I would have said what I just said. But now that it's occurred, I'm going to be interested in to see what happens. I know there was a lot of Facebook things about Jay-Z was mad at Kaepernick, whatever. And I was like, we don't know what Jay-Z is mad about, or whatever. And I just said, okay, let's see how this plays out.
I do have a question, though.
So what's the next move?
I want to share something, a little bit of insight that you guys may not be aware of.
Yeah, he just called Kaepernick, right, man?
All right. So there was a statement, right, after this whole situation, and it said, from the outset, Mr. Kaepernick requested a legitimate process. From the outset, the NFL league office has not provided one. Nally and attorney Ben Masilas said in a written statement. Nally and Masilas said in their statement that the league rejected their request to have the originally scheduled workout open to the media. The NFL, they said, also has demanded that as a precondition to the workout, Mr. Kaepernick signed an unusual liability waiver that addresses employment-related issues and rejected the standard liability waiver from physical injury proposed by Mr. Kaepernick's representatives. I'm going to pause right there. And this is the reason why I want to pause. So, just to let you know, who was riding with Kaepernick when he got out the league and invited him to also be part of an ownership group? Diddy. Remember when Diddy was applying for
I do remember that.
ownership of Carolina Panthers, right?
Oh, that's right.
Okay. Also, and Diddy was riding hard for him. He had him at his house interviewing him. Okay.
Parties.
Just to let you know, Diddy's attorney is Kenny Masilas. I just mentioned a name, Masilas, during this statement right here. This Masilas is the son of Kenny Masilas. Okay. He's an attorney as well.
Who's that, Mike?
So Ben Masilas is representing Kaepernick, who's the son of
Kenny
Masilas,
right.
who's Diddy's attorney, one of the most powerful entertainment lawyers in the industry.
And you're right, because I heard there were two teams interested in signing him after his tryout at Charles Drew, and one of them was the North Carolina Panthers.
So,
and I didn't even know that was the same Masilas.
Right. So, what I'm sharing with you is, as much as we like, man, what does he think? In my opinion, I think he's really looking to prove that point that, you know what, y'all not including us. He is really trying to make a statement. We don't see it from behind, from in the front. We're like, yo, you're applying for a job. Let's keep it real. Kaepernick got the bag already.
Right.
Oh no, I'm not worried about the money part.
He got the settlement.
Yeah.
He's really looking to prove a point.
Yeah.
The point he's trying to
He's
prove.
got plenty of time on his hands because he got a job.
The point he's looking to make is this. Listen, you've been shutting me down for 3 years, and I'm still looking good, and I really don't need your paper. I really don't need to play, but I want to play because I want to show people that I can play. Mm-hmm. But you know what? We're going to do it under my terms, and we're mutually going to do it together.
And, wait, hold on. Now, you saying that.
Yes,
and
sir.
so when Mike Dove has interviews with people, when they come in saying that to you, Mike Dove, what you say?
Well, that's different, though. But because to your point, if I had a previous employee, because remember, he was a previous employee.
Yeah.
That was a stellar to mediocre performer, depending on what it was.
On the field, he was good.
And then he left under, let's just say, mysterious circumstances. And I know it and he know it. And he come in. Number one, I wouldn't be interviewing by myself because HR would have to be in there with me. And it'd be HR on this side and legal on this side. And quite honestly, if they came in with the fire like that, I probably would have to, because they said he can still, because how he sued and they did the settlement, he can sue again.
Yes.
Yeah.
He can sue again.
Yes.
So I'll probably be a little quiet.
That's the reason they
I
do
could be
a little thing. In
I could be a little quiet because.
But I'm still, I'm torn because I get what Gus saying. When you got to come in and say, you know what, I don't need you. But my thing
that
is,
might be his thing.
But
but that
was paying him millions of dollars.
Yeah, I get that.
I think that
my
just
thing
might
is,
be his
don't
thing.
keep saying that you want in.
Right.
Don't keep saying it. If you want to come in with some, I don't need your attitude.
Be more humble. Be more
Right.
humble.
Well, I mean, but once again, guys, I think in my opinion, we're missing the point. The point is, he wants to play, but he wants to show people that he can play, and he wants to show
But he
people.
can't show them until he gets in there.
But he wants to show people that the NFL is the ultimate monopoly.
Yeah,
the
which it is,
ultimate
yeah.
I agree.
cock block.
But
so you know what? Listen, you know what? You can't just first of all block me. First of all, normally the workouts is on Tuesdays. Then you want to switch it to Saturday. Then you telling me I have to sign this waiver, and I can't. Nah, man, that's too much.
Yeah.
That's too much. You know what? No, we need to mutually agree, and let me bring my cameras because I need to see CYA. Right? I have my legal team, looking out for me, and this is what they're telling me to do. Now I'm bringing that extra. I'm bringing that real aggression. Whatever we want to call it, the cap of love, the whole 9 yards. but the bottom line is this:
he was so New York on me just now. He was so New York on me. I mean that aggression. Talking. Yeah. That's what we do.
But bottom line is, listen, respect me.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm a football player. This is what I enjoy doing, and you know what? I got a legal team, just like you got a legal team.
What?
Yeah, and it is one.
Bars, nigga.
And our sports leagues are that unique place where if that's my job, that's my skill, they control my entire life. If you do something else, I can go to another company. And like us, we can just go to another company, even if that company's wrong and it's racist or whatever it is. Okay, I can go from IBM. I can go to Microsoft.
Right.
But when you play football,
you got CFL.
You man, I think the NFL got little.
I think so too.
Little thing
I think so too.
That too. I don't think
stock in there.
Yeah. So it's a unique. He's bringing to light that we're going to have monopolies like this because it is a legal monopoly. It is a monopoly. It says it in Congress had to make a provision to allow the MLB and enough and all that. They have to be on top of their they have to be conscious of what they're doing. In other words, if we're going to let you be in a monopoly, you can't be beating down people. We already giving you the whole bag. We giving you all the money.
That's right.
You get all the money. You don't have to share it with anybody. And matter of fact, most of those owners like 70, 80 years old. All they do is pass down the family. You'll always have the money.
Mm-hmm.
So guess what? You're going to have to be good corporate citizens. You notice why you heard the NFL Yet Center, Youth Education Town. Any city that they play a Super Bowl, they have to invest in the community.
Yeah, they gotta
build
community
service.
Yeah.
Because that's the government saying we're gonna let you have all this money.
They hold them accountable.
You're going to give back to the community. And so I think Kaepernick's bringing out, hey man, we had to have the Rooney Rule just for them to hire black coaches.
Mm-hmm.
And so now he's saying, well, hey, you guys got to keep going. We got you hiring black coaches. You finally got you had black quarterbacks first. Because that's money. Now you got black coaches.
What else y'all want?
We need black owners.
Black owners.
They're trying to get GMs. Damn. GM is the next push. Getting GMs.
Right. Good point.
Well, no, we had a GM because we had Reese that was with the Giants.
One.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Ozzie Newsome.
That's
Ravens.
right.
Oh, yeah.
Ozzie Newsome.
Yeah.
Your boy Jacksonville Jaguars. They have a black GM.
But he's technically a person of color, the owner of Jacksonville.
Yeah, technically. But I'm saying, but the GM is black.
Yeah.
Straight up. I don't know if he's still there or not. He was there a few years ago. I don't know if he's still there. No, take that back. That's Texans. Okay. That's Texans. Okay. But no, they're scattered.
But I think he's just saying that they gotta be better citizens. Because we give you billions of dollars. You can't do the man like that.
On his birthday, he fed the homeless in Oakland.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's Oakland.
Not in there.
and they're not even going to have a football team anymore. Wah, wah, wah.
All right. So, hey, great conversation on Kaepernick. Thank you, Kaepernick, for continuing to bring us so much joy.
They're losing the Raiders again.
But this is Cover 2 Conversations.
I didn't know about that.
Two Tappernators, 2 topics, 2 points of view, 2 hours on Flow Higher Radio. And now it's for our back-to-back, our 2-song set curated by DJ Crush, also called DJ, what was your other name?
Greystone.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Okay, coming up, we have a long talk to talk about power moves with Joel. And out of respect for Joel being from Brooklyn, the next song's coming up. It's going to have 2 Brooklyn artists back to back. If you're watching on Facebook, you probably can't hear this on Facebook. So get the Spreaker app and download the Spreaker app.
That's right.
The show sounds a lot different on Spreaker. But until you do that, next 2 songs coming up, I have Joel Ortiz and Fabulous, both from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And brand new Joel.
Okay, oh no, first I can't catch a breath. Feel the moisture as I begin to sweat. I start feeling dizzy like my balance left. And now my heart's beating like it's out my chest. It's happening again. But you can't tell nobody, they gon' think you crazy. It's happening again. Just let it pass, boy. You be good. Waking up's a struggle. I used to wanna hustle. I used to want the whole world to know that I existed. Now I cuddle in the bed with myself, hoping the phone don't ring, hoping the text don't come through, or email don't bling. I feel funny. Shouldn't I be happy? I get money. Instead I put on all new clothes and feel crummy. But I'm showing up for work like I'm A-okay. Anxiety? Who, me? No way, Jose. I hide behind a smile while my mind is running wild. Nervous for no reason, heart beating like a mile a minute. Where's the nearest bathroom? I'm in it. Splash some water on my face, wipe it dry, let's get it. That's my life in a nutshell. Feel like I'm going nuts, well, let's keep it on the low. Can't let them know that you ain't upscale. I shouldn't even carry real ID. Forgot what it feels like to really feel like me. Okay, oh no, first I can't catch a breath. Feel the moisture as I begin to sweat. I start feeling dizzy like my balance left. And now my heart's beating like it's out my chest. It's happening again. But you can't tell nobody, they gon' think you crazy. It's happening again. Just let it pass, boy. You be good, baby. Sometimes I hear a song and wanna cry. It brings me to before I was this guy and puts water in my eyes. I keep my faith strong. If there's a Lord up in the sky, I pray that I feel happy one more time before I die. I get glimpses, then it's gone in an instant. Joy's in front of me and then it's off in the distance. No one in my phone book I could call for assistance, cause they won't understand what I be going through. What is this? Why won't it go away? Never thought I would know a day that the ship captain started acting like a stowaway. I'm thinking about a meeting tomorrow with sweaty palms now. Like if I catch a panic attack, how can I calm down? Nervous that I might feel nervous. What a vicious cycle. I see myself fading away without the vitiligo. I hit the gym and try to get off some steam, but I get anxiety just trying to pick a machine. Some pictures make me smile cause my figure is lean, and then the very next thought is I can't get in them jeans. Wish that I could go to sleep, wake up and life is sweet, but truth is I fight this beast in the middle of dreams. Okay, oh no, first I can't catch a breath. Feel the moisture as I begin to sweat. I start feeling dizzy like my balance left. And now my heart's beating like it's out my chest. It's happening again, it's happening again. But you can't tell nobody, they gon' think you crazy. It's happening again, it's happening again. Just let it pass, boy, you be good, baby.
Back on my bullshit. Back to back on my bullshit. Matter of fact, that was bullshit. I'm going back to back to back on my bullshit. Do it one time, they gon' think it's luck. Gotta hit them with the repeat. Do it 2 times, they gon' still doubt. Hey, now I got a 3-peat. Gotta flood the streets till they knee deep. Gotta stay woke, can't be sleep. All this fly shit don't be cheap. All these bad bitches that we keep round. Pockets gotta be deep now. Never lose again, living me deep down. Gotta keep winning, it's a clean sweep now. Tell her back it up, you hit 3 beeps now. Big truck, little bitch. Call me Greek freak, big bucks, little bitch. Paid in full, little ace, little Mitch. You a Rico, little case, you'll snitch. Not from Chicago, but too shy to speak. Ask where's Waldo, I'm too hot and seek. Move like cargo, I do fly every week. Princess in Lagos, Dubai with sheiks. Everywhere I go, new vibes the freak. Told her I'm Drago, you Apollo Creed. Far as high cars go, you guys to me. I'm Murcielago and you dry your feet, nigga. I'm that bull in the hood. New lamb truck, got the bull in the hood. Black and red, looking like the bulls at the hood. 23s on it, got the bull sitting good. This game 6, this can't miss. Shooting my shot, wrist hang swish. Ice my shit like I just sprained this. Millie plain Jane and that bitch stainless. Look, money talk, shorty speaking this language. Buy her a car, she gon' switch lanes quick. I got shut up money, I don't explain shit. Do you wanna boss up or just change shifts? Pretty little joint and she gets things lit. Baby got a crew on some rich gang shit. PNB and Meek must know this same bitch. If you look in her eyes, man, that shit's dangerous. On guard, on a gang, on bros. No bullshit, you the one, D-Rose. Pass me the Pippin, the long nose. Then it's game over, the horn blows. This the last shot. You tryna be on the team or be the mascot? Wanna be the first lady or the last thought? I'm paying Dwayne Wade, but I flash knots. Whoa. I thought you could've been Jordan. Found out that you wasn't even Ben Gordon. Next one get flued out, I'm keeping them boarding. Like Tony Kukoc, I'm foreign important. Yeah, I cannot bullshit with none of y'all. I got a bullseye on some of y'all. I feel like Michael in 95. Back on my bullshit this summer, y'all.
We talking about practice. Not a game. We talking about practice.
I had managed Craig G for a little
OC, time's up. This is my, y'all don't know this beat.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, but we can't hear that. Hold on. I love this beat so much, I bought the original record they sampled from.
Oh, wow.
It's your boy, Melvin Bliss.
Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Yep. I got it's a jazz record. I got the original. I ordered the original jazz. That's how much I love this beat.
What is he playing? What does Melvin Bliss play? Wait.
Some jazz. I don't know. You get too deep on me. All right, Mike Dove, we're back. Do your thing, Mike Dove.
You were digging,
man. You are back. You're listening live on Flowhio Radio. This is Cover 2 Conversation, 2 Tavernator, 2 topics, 2 points of view.
2
hours. And you just had a wonderful time.
2 shots.
Two shots, 2 big hits from this.
Two-Face.
I don't know. Is it the borough of Brooklyn?
Yeah, that's
the borough of Brooklyn, baby.
The borough of Brooklyn.
The borough of Kings, baby.
Word up.
Kings County.
There you go, bananas.
Never taking shorts because Brooklyn is the borough.
Right,
Yo, I keeps it real. The only borough I know is Hills.
There you go. Mellow Bill.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, we're joined here, not only with the Flowhio family, but we have Joel, Salon, the entrepreneur of a lifetime and the host of Power Moves on your podcast.
Was the Temple one.
And we have Dr. Gus Jordan III, hailing from Atlanta, Georgia, another hip-hop aficionado and geek culture expert. And so we've talked about Myles Garrett. We talked about Kaepernick. What is it with us talking about these black football players? What's going on? We got to find something to talk about, man. God, Lord. So we
you know what?
We did a year ago with where we probably met you, but go ahead.
Well, what I found very interesting on the music side is Taylor Swift going after my man Scooter Braun.
What?
You guys know about that?
A little something. What? A little something. Yeah.
Oh, so you know the AMAs is coming up, right?
Yeah.
So you know your girl Taylor Swift. You know she got her own universe.
She got goons, right?
She got man.
him.
So check it out. So this is what happened.
No.
What happened was Scooter Braun had bought her catalog and bought her whole record label from the original guy. I forgot his name real quick.
Okay, I did hear something.
The same guy that did Justin Bieber, right?
Scooter Braun represents,
yeah.
Justin Bieber, yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I mean, but that's a true entrepreneur right there.
I saw him on Netflix.
Okay. So when he bought the catalog, she is not allowed to re-record. To record her stuff until the agreement is finalized, and there's a whole bunch of. If you want more information, check it out or holla at your boy. But bottom line is, she wanted to, do some of her songs at the AMA.
Yeah, because she's getting artist of the decade.
That's right. And they were, and supposedly it was like, nah. This is my catalog. I own it now. You need permission. So they've been going back and forth, and it got to the point that her following was threatening his son, his family. It's like a white version of Suge Knight. Suge White. They're going in. So now this is what's even more interesting.
Coming with Tola?
Yeah. So this is what's more interesting about it. She ended up partnering up with a private equity firm called the Carlyle Group.
Oh yeah, I know who that is.
The Carlyle Group is worth many billions of dollars. Yeah. They own a lot of companies. She went there, and now she's looking to buy back her catalog. So stay tuned on that, man. That's some real gangster move right there.
In the world today, I mean, I thought Donald Trump being president was something crazy, but now when you got Taylor Swift going all Goodfellas for the AMAs, I'm not. It's I don't want to say it's funny, but it's interesting. The AMAs, I have not watched.
Wait. I know this man 30+ years. I know this story already. he has not watched the American Music Awards. We showing our age, but I don't care. Since George Michael beat out Michael Jackson.
No, Keith Sweat for Best Soul Artist.
Yeah.
You're afraid.
What? How in the hell?
Me and him both love George Michael.
Yeah, he's great. Not Best Soul Artist. And even if it's Best Soul Artist, I'll even get that because he does have a soulful thing. Yeah. Not Keith Sweat in the rain. Man, you too.
See you last night. Saw you in there.
I was like, this is garbage. You know what? I haven't watched the Oscars since Color Purple got snubbed. I think they won something like best use of technology or some crazy award. Nothing. They didn't even get that. They got nothing. I ain't watched the Oscars since then. I said, this is garbage. This is garbage. And then you see what
It's
they
garbage,
do. You see what they do. See, now they doing that catch up. You know, Haley Berry gonna win for Monsters Ball. You know, not for other things.
And Denzel
wins
being
for
a crooked cop.
Trinity. They like
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
And so I really stopped watching awards, and it's so fun when you go to work the next day. You hear about it. The Soul. Then you start having too many damn awards. You got the Writers Guild and the Oscars and the Tonys and the Emmys and the blah 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 and the blah blah blah. You have the Soul Train. You have the BET Award. You have the NAACP Image Award. And I'm like, well, damn.
Can't keep up.
No, you can't keep up. I said, man, they're just entertainment now. It's not really about the artistry. Who was the guy who just got the Nobel Prize? Kendrick Lamar?
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, you know, that went kind of quietly in the night. That's a real award.
But Iggy Azalea.
So I had to do the quick fact check. Yeah, you're right. They only won the Golden Globe Award, my dude.
Yeah, crazy. It was crazy.
She beefing Scooter style with T.I. right now.
Yeah, cause I think she managed T.I. Right? T.I. was her producer, wasn't he? All right,
he's her manager.
Hold on, Joel, what you got?
Put on the map.
Who's that?
You got
No, I was looking at the Color Purple.
Yeah, the Color Purple got nothing.
They got nothing.
You know who won? I'll tell you who won that year. It was The Last Emperor. Which is a great movie if you've seen it.
This?
Because it was traumatic. When they didn't get nothing.
Ridley Scott.
Dude, they got nothing. That movie was, man, Color Purple changed my life.
What year is this?
Okay.
86.
So, anybody familiar with Rhapsody?
What's it doing with 86?
Yes, speaking of snubs.
She's got nothing for the Eve album. Only black female rapper in the AMAs is Cardi B. Now,
red bottoms.
No offense to Cardi, but
Gus got the red bottoms.
I'm like, it's a lot of sisters out there that are, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that make good quality music.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, Megan Thee Stallion got nothing.
You have
City
you
Girls?
said Rhapsody.
City
Yeah,
Girls?
another one.
City Girls.
Lizzo.
Well, you know,
that's just a group of Trinas.
Yeah, basically. A group of Trinas.
Two Trinas in a group.
Literally, when I hear that song, I'd be like, damn, did Trina just have a sister?
They're from Miami.
Well, yeah.
Now, the one thing is I don't watch the award shows anymore. Here's why. And this is me on a local level. Me being on a local artist and stuff like that, and knowing the judges and whatever. It's a lot of
politics.
A lot of politics. It's a lot of politics that go on.
Oh,
with
absolutely.
It. So, I personally cannot watch these award shows anymore since I became quote unquote an adult. And like, oh my God, he won and he lost. I'm like,
yeah, you know.
It's behind them. You know this. You got the record label behind them. You got this behind them. That who's going to hook you up with this award, but you'll get this on the side with some distribution. It's just a show.
You can see the.
I watch all the award shows just for entertainment.
Well, that's the. I mean, that's the reason why you should watch the award show because it really is all about the showcases, right? So that they can sell more records.
Yeah,
right. Because live performances, you know, I being in the band, me and Gus were in the band together in high school, and it caused me to fall in love with live music. You know, I quite frankly was ignorant when I was a kid. You hear a record, and that's the song. Mm-hmm. You assume when you go live, they just gonna sing it like on the record. And you go to a live concert, no, they got the remix and the remake, and they change it up. Yeah. Now, it's live music is where it's at. So how do you get a Taylor Swift? Everybody can't get a Taylor Swift ticket, but you can watch the AMAs. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I recognize this is a tool to get us to see that live show. We may go buy a Taylor Swift ticket, or at least we get sucked into her music because a live performance.
And she's twerking now.
Like your boy. No, come on, man. Hey, don't talk to my girl like that.
From a young kid, like, because you know, you asked Reggie, like, at my house, I was not bombarded, but I was exposed to many different music, you know, styles of music. Then I was in the band, then I was in the choir, you know what I mean, in college. So it's like, I love Lionel Richie, but I'm like, damn, all his songs sound alike.
You know, Babyface.
I was a little kid, like, man, I ain't finna watch this mess, because Lionel Richie can't win everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
but he did.
Michael Jackson should win everything, but Lionel Richie shouldn't win everything.
He won 5.
Wait. Showing my wait. I'm getting this one. I'm showing our agents one. Remember the AMAs?
When he won 5?
No, but the
outrageous! That's when he won 5.
It was. He came to stage, won his awards, and
no, I think he was also like hosting it.
Yeah.
So he had to keep coming.
So
Lionel Richie,
he won it, and he was like, "This is outrageous." He won again, outrageous. So the next year, he tried to come up with another word like outrageous, and it didn't catch on. And he's like, remarkable.
Remarkable.
Yeah, but it's so funny. He goes, but you remember we showing our age. Like, outrageous. I won again. Outrageous.
But he knows the chemistry. He is a song. Him, Babyface, Neo. There's people who just know how to write, and it's an earworm. It just get in your ear. You know, all night long, all night.
They have Turbo in the video.
I mean, they just Babyface do the same thing. He'll just make a song, and you were not going to go buy the album. When you hear it come on the radio, you're like,
and that was the video era because you see Turbo and you see the Spud McKenzie girl. Later Rashawn was in the video. You know, dancing with him. So it's like, okay, he done got the formula. He got the pop pill. Now he know how to go get his black. Right after he was in "I Feel for You" by Chaka Khan, which by the way was written by Prince.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of
I know this.
Oh, yeah. I know you know this because you know.
And also your bald head girl.
Shoot, a lot of people don't know.
Bald head girl. Ripped up.
Oh yeah, Sinead O'Connor.
Prince.
Yeah, that was Prince. Yeah.
Prince wrote that one too.
Oh yeah, nothing compares to you because the family did the song before that.
I did not know that. The family did it.
The family, the group that sing "Screens of Passion."
Yeah,
they did "Nothing Compares to You" on the album, St. Paul.
Okay.
It's been 7 hours and 16 days. And then Wendy's twin sister, Louisa, I think her name was.
Wendy on the guitar.
Was in the group.
Yeah.
Wendy's twin sister was in the family.
Is
so
the water warm
they
enough?
did "Nothing Compares to You." Right.
Is the water
Shall
warm
we
enough?
begin? Oh, on the low, they do screenplays. Wendy and Lisa.
I do?
Yeah, they're married. You know, they have a partnership. So they did the
pause. Like, those two.
Yeah, they're married.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Foolish. You know that movie Foolish by Master P?
Uh-huh.
Wendy and Lisa Melvin did the soundtrack.
You know, something's weird though with the songs that the family did. Like you can't, if you look at on Apple Music, you can't pull them. You can pull up St. Paul,
that's
but you
because
can't.
Prince
You can't find the album.
When Prince died, he took everything off. YouTube.
Oh, dude, no.
Oh,
yeah, he controlled his.
No, so real stuff. I couldn't find any Prince stuff. Now, when he did pass, then I started getting more stuff.
Yeah, because they were leaking it out.
I couldn't get no Prince, dude. I on YouTube, I
took
couldn't
it down.
get nothing.
Yeah, because he shut it down. He controlled his stuff. I don't know if you saw the interview with Nas, where Nas had a talk with Prince.
I saw that on the Drink Champs.
Yeah, and he was and he was like, and Prince was like, and he was like, yo, you know,
can we do a song?
Can we do a song together? And he was like, do you own your masters? Nah. Shut it down. He said, no, I can't do business with you.
Yo, I got a great question for you, and it's going to go back to sports. And we had a conversation a couple of weeks ago. Right now, the NCAA passes rule. They're trying. There's just no loopholes in it as far as college athletes being able to make money off their likeness.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, what's your opinion on that? I mean, and again, I'm cool with it. I love it. I think one of the side effects of that, the negative side effect, there's also a part, but one negative is this. You're going to have more people like offensive linemen trying to get more camera time because that adds to more endorsements. So you're a lineman, no one cares about you, but let's say you get a weird tattoo.
Right.
And then your off-screen story is, yeah, my dog's sick. And there he is, the off-field tackle for Alabama, and he's a great guy, and they're undefeated. Then you get that big giant Alabama commercial. But what's your opinion on that new rule as far as the NCAA and?
I love that new rule. You know why? Because I was a Division III athlete. I played ball at NYU. Right?
Oh Lord.
And we some broke college students. Now,
right.
At the end of the day, there are some folks that do get a little bit of favor because all of a sudden you see them driving in Range Rovers on a Division I level, not on a Division III level. But at the end of the day, man, I mean, when you cannot even have your parents come to a game because you come from the hood. There's something wrong with that, and then they buying your jersey.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now, going back to your point with the offensive line, I mean, we are in a digital age right now. We're in the YouTube era. We're in this whole TikTok era.
Your money is right here.
That's right.
Your money is in,
and
this phone right here.
So
man.
Nowadays, let's really think about it. Let's look at the overall enterprise picture. These jobs are laying people off left and right. Toys R Us is gone.
Can't you believe it?
Wow.
Sears is gone.
Well, they've been gone.
Right? So think about it. So all these people who are working in these retail stores, they may not have, a lot of them don't have college degrees, right? The only skill that they had was selling clothes and serving people. Now, what do they have?
Nothing.
Now, a kid that's going to college, I'm not mad at him if he can create, him or her, that is, if they can create a story, because you know what? Data is the new currency.
Yep.
Content is king.
Yeah.
I mean, when Disney Plus is telling, and you're going to talk about this today, right? When Disney Plus is telling Netflix, oh, by the way, we taking all our Marvel.
Right.
We taking all of our content, and you can't play it on Netflix anymore. Good luck, son.
Thanks for the idea.
Good luck.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of resources. Oh, by the way, and I just bought Fox.
Yes.
Right? So don't get it twisted. They're looking for content, and now you can monetize yourself as best as you can. And now you go to college and they're telling you, oh, you can't make money. Colleges understand that, you know what, if we can let these individuals, if they can figure out a way to make money, then that's going to be more money for our college.
Now, how do you feel about the fact that it may affect certain colleges more? Like, for example, let's say I'm a star athlete here at Hillsborough County.
Right.
And part of me choosing a college or a school, part of that may be based on how can I monetize a little bit, of my skill set. And I may decide to go to Florida State as opposed to Florida A&M. Do you think that option of being able to monetize more may hurt the
HBCUs? You know what? Let me tell you something. Without that rule, HBCUs is hurting.
Yeah.
And that's a sore subject for me.
Yep.
And now it is funny because if I had to do it all over again,
you would have went to HBCU.
I would have went to I would have definitely considered going to a HBCU. I probably would have went to the Mecca.
Was that
Howard? I would have went to the Mecca, and I'm gonna explain to you why. We get caught up, regardless of this whole NIL situation. We do get caught up in the name.
The name.
For me, born and raised in Brooklyn, and I was choosing between considering either a Dartmouth, either Fordham University, Columbia, and NYU. And the brother that was working there, Dr. Roger Richardson, he got me. But it was good though. He said, "Listen, you don't want to go to Dartmouth, son. It's cold." He said, "It's dark. You be the only brother there. You can't eat. You're a city boy. Come to NYU. You can still be with your friends. You're hanging out."
Now, hold on. I'm from Florida.
Right.
So NYU was what? Oh, is that like an all-black college?
No, NYU's a
New York University.
New York University.
I think it's in the city, though,
It's
right?
an in-the-city co-ed right in Washington Square.
But it's everybody. It's like black,
everybody.
white,
Yeah. As a matter of fact, Def Jam was founded at NYU.
Rick Rubin.
Rick Rubin's dorm room.
Yep.
Rick Rubin's dorm room.
What about Public Enemy?
No, they had a radio
Adelphi.
show, but they were down with Rick Rubin though.
Yeah.
Wait. I know my Def Jam history. Don't
I know
Right.
you're right.
So going back to your point is that will never change the
Right.
until we start supporting the HBCU so that they can further recruit and get that notoriety. Now, what's interesting about like a Howard University, they're partnering up with Google. So a lot of, if anything, what I would implore is anyone that works for a company, especially if they're a Fortune 500 company, tell them that they need to support the HBCU.
Yeah.
But I think, I'm going to cut you off, I think the endorsement rule is great. I took a class in grad school called Higher Education in America. every aspect of universities and colleges are founded by athletics.
Right.
Everything, books, buildings, computers. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think the endorsement thing is great because if it weren't for the athletes, the school wouldn't be there.
That's right.
In the way that it is.
And the boosters. I mean,
and speaking of Alpha Chapter, Howard, did you see Steph Curry started a golf program at Howard out of his pocket?
Out of his own pocket.
Oh, yeah.
And that's my point. And, you know, once we start doing that, and some of these professional athletes could do that, you know, I love Dr. Dre, right? But someone put him on blast when they said
put him on, he put money to USC.
he put
But
money
did his daughter go to USC though? That's why his daughter.
Right.
Yeah, well.
And isn't USC?
I'm not.
Wait, well, no.
I defended Dre.
And isn't USC? And again, I'm from Florida,
Mm-hmm.
so when I heard this, it kind of shocked me. We think USC, Southern California, whatever. It's in the hood.
Yeah.
USC is technically in the hood.
It is in the hood, yes.
Yeah. So, did he do anything really wrong? His daughter went
No.
there. He put money.
I was
No.
I defended him.
No, he didn't do
applauded
anything
him.
wrong. But it would have been nice.
I
Once
agree.
again,
I agree.
Right. And that's what it kind of boils down to. You know, and when we get to a point, we need to kind of give back to some of these schools. I mean, my boy is an assistant coach. My man Jason Gilliam Alexander over at Florida Memorial Basketball, the historical HBCU down in Miami area. Yeah. And he's hurting for endorsements. And you know what? Under Armour gave them some money, and I'm hoping that FUBU is going to help provide some suits for the coaching staff. So it's little things like that that's going to really help move the thing forward.
All right, cool. I got you, Mike. No, because I want to hear the song. That's why. All right. My bad. Time out. All right. So coming up, got music back to back songs by Royce the 5'9".
Royce the 5'9".
Royce the 5'9". I know you don't like Eminem.
I didn't say I didn't like
You
him.
don't like Eminem.
I don't think
because he's white.
But
Royce is. We have hip hop discussions. I think Royce is the only rapper I know on some wordplay that can compete with Eminem, and he could do one thing Eminem can't do.
But dunk a basketball.
Say the N-word.
Oh wow!
Hey, as crazy as Eminem talk, you heard that one time, haven't you? He came close one time.
7 miles.
On the first album, he came close one time, but he knew what he was doing. He said something slicker. The way you get mad if I said the word and he stopped. And
he got in trouble for calling a girl bitch on his demo tape by the Source guy.
Yeah, but he called her nigga bitch though.
He got a nigga bitch?
Yeah, he said nigga.
Wow.
He was in. Anyway, it's going downhill right now. Play some Royce the 5'9" back to back.
Yeah,
We will
Cover
be
2
right
conversation. We'll be right back.
Yeah, this ain't it's more like AIDS. This ain't game, it's more like a trade. And you more like Wade. And I ain't playing, I'm more like Cuban. Not cigar mark, introduce me. It's the news. Best rapper alive. Best rapper alive. Best rapper alive. Best rapper alive. No, this ain't Wayne, it's more like Pain. And I ain't talking about with T-Dash in front. I'm more like needing rehab for months. I can spew lyrics on Dr. Drew's spirit until he has the mumps. Drunk, that's if I can put it in one word. My niggas that ain't with all the drinking, they won't herb. So even though the car plush, the ashtray full of dark butts, like we rolling up looking for young bird. Top off, bitch in the front, doming me up till my rocks off. Either that or she gon' get locked, y'all. Stop, no, she come up for air, I cut her off like Jesse Jackson with a hand on Barack balls. Oh, nigga, it's me. Jump a movie in the flesh, straight from Italy. 5 Series, 6 Series Benzes, fuck them little C's. I'm on some old Mano shit, throw everything at you but the kitchen sink till I plug you was going down. I'm on some old Drano shit. I'm the rich Picasso, the flow spells gospel. Book you for a show and turn your hotel to hostel. This ain't Luda, it's more like shooter. Better yet, shot your pop, go big pop. It's the news. Best rapper alive. Best rapper alive. Best rapper alive. Best rapper alive. Nah, this ain't Jay, it's more like spray. The kind that confuse kindness with polite play. My bitch got 2 midgets in the bra, in the nose like a vacuum. She live by the Snow White way. Fuck a Forbes. Fuck money till they put some black heads on them motherfuckers like they come from pores. Hip hop is alive, my nigga, come for yours. I got the hood open, attached to jumper cords. Alone in the mirror, rubber dub. I am the game, even though I don't belong in this era. I'm trying to take shit past Nas, J, Shady, and Dre shit. Shout out to the doc. I'm trying to find patience, looking like I'm pacing. Like L.O. say hello to me. I elbow my way in niggas' conversations. I don't write rhymes, I commit death threats. This my new name if you ain't guessed yet.
It's the new best rapper alive. Best rapper alive. Best rapper alive. Best rapper alive.
Yeah, this ain't fifth, it's more like a gift. A bottle of Chris on side of a sip, a low quality lick. I'm the shit, you try to be sick. I be riding with silence machine guns while you be trying to be tipped. I'm still hood, I move minus the bus pass. Out with the poverty and with the new deluxe pad. This black Nina told me I'm a black leader. That's why I be preaching like David Banner minus the mustache. But I ain't running for nothing long as rappers is running. They receive death for a sentence like capital punishment. The flows is mean, I make a nigga lean like putting the word method between pro and zine. Your bitch sprung right after my dick go fish. I leave her numb like a tongue after a coat kiss. I'm focused, I spit madness. You niggas is boring, you at a level orange with your bitch assness. Plots is sticking and I care about rappers about as much as I care to see Terrence and Roxy bickering. Watch you sickening clock specifically hot. I'm tripping, is you with me or not?
It's the new best rapper alive. 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 Best rapper alive.
Please be clear, this is a fucking invasion. Voice the 599.
I'm getting money like a motherfucker. Yeah, I do the dollar like the outstretch. Casino chips, the now bet. Ink spazzing at the house party. Mink dragging like Bilal breath. Dead prayers ran the train on the green lady. That green lady turned around and had a dream baby. That dream baby was I. That green lady was mine. Follow me, honey, it sound funny. I'm money. Get it? Niggas is idiots, or probably not. I murder ink, let it shine to your earth. Gotti watch. A walking molly walk. Tell your whole fillets to cock off. Drop your jeans, pull out a foot like when you take a sock off. I ain't attached to no Thule, I'm quite screwy. I just take the lock off, pop it and drop it like Huey. Weed Avenue, bread rolling on Philly Street. Triggers get used more than that Wayne the Millie beat. So don't make me laugh, you think with your class, I think with my math. Not with my dick, I speak on his behalf. Any one of you motherfucking NASCAR tunnel crews, I call you that cause you're fixing to crash. The word in the hood is I got the bag in the streets. Pull the rig up, take a load off like I'm having a seat. The word in the hood is I got the bag in the streets. Pull the rig up, take a load off like I'm having a seat. This black coupe is V12. As far as years I've been rapping, repping the D12. Axe proof. As far as tears, my face ain't big enough to relate how many bodies gone in the form of a tattoo. Alcoholic, my kidney color is black blue. Forever fuck with that Remy, love it like Pat Poops. Wearing that double XL maga in the source. Being the king of the magazines in the Porsche. My release date is more important to the country than tuning into your news stations November 4th. I turn niggas to veggies and get my lettuce straight. It's like you niggas addicted to bitch shit, you fetish fake. Dama, pop you then, eat you on the anniversary of your death like the top of a wedding cake. Two-timer, yeah, I keep a bitch on the side. I'm Mr. Warner guy, you Mr. Wanna Die. Bar exam 2 comma, more polished than Ray Robinson in his prime, the shoe shiner. He kill him with his persistence, sending niggas to hit him's a silly mission, like he wanted Diddy's assistance. Look in my trunk and find a pair of legs inside of some gym shoes, hanging out a trash bag and in fumes. I spit whole winters then June. Show up to your video while you performing and shoot you like Ben Boone. You might have dealt with the tools, but you ain't swam with them sharks, Nickel Mike Phelps in the pool. You might pull triggers, but you don't pull them like me. Bullets running through shit like the bullets got feet. I'ma keep going and going like energized inside of a flying bullet till the day a bullet stops me. Fuck a bitch, I'm it, nigga, I'm a dime. I'm the reaper, I'm cancer, like I'm a sign. Immaculately conceived, product of dollar signs. The only father of mine is Father Time. I'm getting money like a motherfucker. You ain't got nothing on me. I'm getting money like a motherfucker.
That's my man. You know. And you feel me?
The two conversations. Oh, there he go.
Yeah.
There he go.
Me and Mike Dubs go back so far. We have a history with this song.
Man.
Our history with this song.
We were out of the country. Had the DJ play this thing 5 times in a row. It took over the club.
It was at our me and Mike were joint best men at our friend's wedding. So night before, the whole where we at?
The Bahamas, yeah.
That's
all I think we were.
That's like the States.
And so it's all
like Lower Miami.
So it's the groom, and everyone's hanging out, whatever. So the groom and all the guys, the wedding party, guys, whatever. And now I know you did this. Mike said something about something like, "Oh, y'all gotta leave. We gonna hang out with the groom." And I'm like, where everybody go? And turns out they told me, well, Mike said we had to go. I said, Mike said that? Okay, all right. So the whole bar is gone. We're in the hotel, gone. It's me, him, and the groom. We had this on repeat. He said, don't stop playing this. and we're over there drinks.
Yeah. So, so everything ended in whoa. Man, I'm gonna get another drink. Whoa. Hey, I'm about to go to the bathroom. Whoa. Woo, boy, that felt good when it came out. Whoa.
Yo, I tell you, it was the three of us, and we go way back to high school.
Ooh, man.
So it's one of those movie moments. Like
I got a
the
question.
Wood movie.
That's right. That's
One
right.
of those where three of us were all there just.
I got a question, important question. The universe. Out of my many travels, I always wondered, where's Cool Rockin' Rob?
Cool Rockin' Rob.
Is he out?
Yeah, he's been out.
He's out. He's out. I'm the only one that wrote him in jail.
Oh, damn.
Hey, remember when we... Look, this was...
That was a whoa right there.
I was just at home cooking, and I'm thinking,
Cool Rockin' knockout
like,
Rob.
so you know Corey went to law school.
Kill crackers quickly Rob.
You know Corey went to law school.
That's
hey,
what
wait.
He said a KKK.
Alfie.
Kill crackers quickly.
So we went.
Wait, hold on. He's one of our best friends, and he changed his nickname every week. So he's like, I'm cool Rockin' Rob. I'm cool break it down like hydraulics Rob. I'm cool KKK Rob. And we're like, what's KKK stand for? Kill crackers quickly. and wait, hold on. And me and Mike were like,
and he kind of person.
You ain't gonna correct.
I was sitting there wondering about the theories of the universe. Like, I'm just sitting there. Corey went to, poli sci at FSU. He's real smart in law. Why the hell he had us up here defending this killer?
No.
You say the same shit.
No. Why? And that goes back on the Malcolm X movie.
Mm-hmm.
Cadillac, whatever. Malcolm X, the guy he hung out when he was a hood.
Yes, when he was
All
red.
those guys could have been jeans, whatever. And Mike could back me up on this. Rob was a quote-unquote thug dude, but around us, he didn't do that shit.
He had a good heart.
Yeah.
He had a good heart.
And the thing was, his home environment, his dad was beating him, whatever. We're 15, 16, 17, 18 years old.
Yeah. Right.
But around us, he would joke, laugh,
Because that's
smile.
family.
Yeah.
Because that's your fam.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But not around us, he was doing dirt.
Yeah, we were here about shit he did.
Yeah.
Oh, he took over New Lounge.
Yeah.
Hey, bartenders.
But I swear to you, he wound up getting locked up, and we were in DC back in 94, 95 at the time, and there was no internet. So I actually wrote to the cat, and he wrote back and like, "Yo, dog, you don't want to hit me up, blah blah." I said, "Dude, it's all good, bro," and I like writing, so it was no big deal.
Mm-hmm.
And he was said to me, he's like, "Man," I said, looking back, well, I got time to think now. Me hanging around with you and Mike and Corey, I wish I hung up with you guys more, because when I'm around y'all, I didn't get in trouble.
Right.
It was not around you guys where I was doing all my freaking dirt, and now I'm in jail right now.
Yeah.
And
you know,
and he was good too, bro.
You know the sad part of that. I'm not sure about
Is he still with us?
No, he's not. I've seen it like about 5-10 years ago. I saw him. I asked him at the skating rink.
Yeah.
The sad part of that, I don't know if I really told you this, but because he was going to a club out on 40th Street, and I lived not down the street, but close enough where you could walk. Well, the night before, while he got in jail, when he killed somebody,
I know.
The night before, he came out. Someone jumped him. We gonna get the people beat him up. He walked all the way from
about a girl,
about a woman. He walked to my apartment. I get a bang at 11, 12 at night. His shirt's all ripped and all that. He's like, he knew I had at that time I owned a gun, and he was coming to ask me to borrow the gun. and I was like, so I talked him down and said, man, that's not the answer. You got jumped.
And we got your ass in trouble.
Yeah. So I talked him out of it that night, and unfortunately,
later on,
he ended up going like the next night and saw them dudes, and someone did give him a gun, and he ended up killing.
And that's what happened.
Yeah.
It's over a girl.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll tell you, like, he walking right now, and funniest dude, man. He like he could be a stand-up comedian. And just that little hood
He's
thing.
naturally funny.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
But you know what though?
This was hilarious.
That's what happens. When you come from a certain environment.
Yep.
You can't just automatically judge.
Turn it off.
Right. You can't just judge person just because they went to jail. Right.
Right.
And it's easier for us to get in jail and stay there than it is for a lot of other folks.
I agree.
Yeah, true.
I agree, 1,000%.
So I commend you for writing to him because you know what? Because that this whole prison reform is real.
Yeah.
Real.
Dude, on some real on the same subject you're saying right now. I think people should vote based on what their interests are. My big thing is prison reform.
Yeah.
That's that, and to me, prison reform, which under that umbrella includes legalizing marijuana, which I don't even smoke, but legalize it because it's unnecessary to have you go in jail for some stupid crap like that. But I'll cut off right now. But I'm saying is, prison reform to me is big.
That's a big one.
That's huge, man.
And cop reform. And when I say cop reform, there's certain things that police do that could stop a lot of the unnecessary. Yes, that goes on. Like for example, I pull you over and I'm like, "Oh, you pulled over." And you're like, "Well, what am I being pulled over for?" Shut up. No, what am I being pulled over for? Shut up. No, tell me why I'm being pulled over. And also, if it's a DUI, they should say this: you have an option to do A, B, C, or D. They don't do that. They say, "All right, Mike Dove, walk that line." They don't tell you have an option.
Right.
And I'm like,
the police to me. They forgot that thing that used to be on the side of their car that said serve and protect.
Yeah.
Not arrest. Not just arrest. Their job is how can I arrest this person? Like even when you find weed, you know what drug dealers look like. You see 3 teenagers stand on the corner at 3 a.m, you know what they're doing. You don't need to take them to jail. You know what hurt a drug dealer? Take their drugs and their money. That'll hurt a drug dealer. Jail ain't gonna hurt a drug dealer. Jail is gonna magnify that.
Yeah.
You just drive up, hey, y'all ain't run fast enough. You don't know what to do. Drop them pockets.
No, drop right there.
Drop them pockets. Now y'all go ahead and go home.
Have you seen this new show on BET called Cop Watch?
No.
Oh yeah, it's wonderful. It's these.
It's like the Black
these
Panther
people in
kind
the
of
community.
The Black Panther.
These are regular. These are regular citizens.
Yeah, but I said that's what the Black Panther
type of Black Panther
walk around
stuff.
watching the.
Shouts out to your frat brother Huey P. Newton.
Yeah, yes, sir.
And it's like, people, we don't know our rights. We have rights as citizens to check
Colin
the cops
Kaepernick.
on
Colin
stuff.
Kaepernick, know your rights.
We have the rights to that.
Yeah.
And it's the guy on the radio on 107.9. I think he calls himself Head Crack, but he personally knew. I know you
just ruined
it. You said that.
Remember the.
I don't need no advice from someone called Head Crack.
He's very smart. What's his name? Head Crack.
Head Crack. That's where he got it from. He's a battle rapper. So when he takes people out, dude is actually articulate. He's from Bronx. I think he's from the Bronx, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's from BX, yo. So it's like he was like, "Yo, my friend is on that show," and they sit there. They sit there, watch cops, and make sure they're doing the proper things when they arrest people and everything.
That's all right.
And sometimes they get harassed and all, but you have the right to have a camera on them to make sure they're doing their job. As citizens, we have that right.
Well, I'm happy you said that because that's my belief too. Is that
that's the law.
We
have
need
that right.
to educate.
I think it needs to be in the churches. Because that's one way you want to talk to black people.
Oh yeah, pause. That's hold on. That's a whole nother situation.
Yeah, but I'm just saying to get the message out that they
because check it out.
Down with the churches.
Check it out. No, I am.
Lightning.
But I am. Why y'all leaving me? Why y'all leaving me?
No, I got you.
Move, sweet Lord, sweet my thing is, it would be nice to do to the churches, but you know what? The young folks are not going to church.
Oh, good point. Good point. Good
right?
point,
So
good
you
point,
could
good
go
point.
to the church,
Kanye, though.
but they're not. No. That's the reason why Kanye has the #1 gospel album.
Yeah, true. Can't hate.
Right?
What?
Because yes,
And
he has
Dr.
the
Dre's doing part 2 with him.
Yes.
What?
Kanye has the #1 gospel album.
God is Love part 2.
And Dre is going to be doing the remix with him. But so to your point, your strategy is right, but the destination.
Good point. You're right.
The churches,
I didn't think about it like
the
that.
Churches are not touching our youth. It's really up to us.
Where?
To
the club?
YMCA.
The club?
Yep.
To the club.
Call Kanye.
No. I'm not being funny. I'm not being funny saying that shit. I mean,
I think, if we putting it in our lyrics, right?
But
the rappers
but
putting
if
it
you
in
do
their
but if you do lyrics, here's my issue with that, man. I'm cool, and back in the day with the Public Enemies and X-Clans, the only problem that I had was, and even before that with the Melly Mel stuff, it got to a point where it was like, it was too preachy.
Too preachy?
And now, Chuck was a preachy. Chuck would talk and throw a little line in real quick to hit you with that voice. And you're like, God,
got a letter the other day. The government said that it was suckers.
And I agree with that. It has to be done in an artistic way where you don't feel like you're being like, for example, one of the greatest songs concept-wise, and it got me loving Kanye, Jesus Walks. That song by itself, and he said in
my favorite song online.
He said in the song, he goes, and I'm paraphrasing, tell me if I'm wrong. He goes, I got you praising Jesus while y'all here dancing right now. He said it a different way. I'm saying it wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there like, damn.
Right.
Wow.
Right. Yeah. I mean, Kanye is a genius. You know.
Oh yeah, he absolutely is.
You know, however you may feel about him and stuff. I mean, him wearing MAGA hats is
I believe in,
but
I believe in the yin and yang. I've always said this. I believe there has to be a balance of the
yin
force.
twins.
A balance of the force, a balance of the universe. And I've seen this time and time again. We've seen it
of evil.
We've just seen it in DC. I believe when God gives people these great talents or beauty, or I mean, like when it's over the top, when it's just insane. Look at what was the guy that just died in the wheelchair?
Nipsey Hussle.
No. Whatever it was. No, the famous scientist. It was behind Einstein.
Hawking.
Hawking. Literally took everything from him, but he, gave him this beyond belief.
Yeah.
And so you see someone like Kanye so creative. I think God had to take something. And he said, I'm going to take your common sense.
Well, yo, I'm going to tell you this. He may have taken his common sense, but you know what? Homeboy is killing it right now because Joel Osteen gave him a check for like $300 large.
Well, I think a lot of it was
because Joel Osteen trying to get that check too.
His mother was like real instrumental. Like his mother and father met on the campus of Clark Atlanta University.
Yes.
Y'all need to give me a raise. When he lost his mother, that
was his sounding board.
And a lot of the shows he was on, like TMZ, they misinterpret like what he was saying.
Right.
When he was thinking about slavery, he was talking about mental slavery. He wasn't talking about slavery in general. He was just saying a lot of people limit themselves.
Yeah, but
again,
no.
It was like
the way you're right. The way to edit, but still though,
Gus,
I mean,
I got what he was. I knew from jump what he was saying. My thing was, dude, you're one of the few.
Right, you have to be cognizant of that.
The same way. Okay, before we go, Stephen A. Smith. Now, I will say this right now, and this is why with our people, I hate this crap of this coon this and coon that, and you a sellout and whatever. I heard what he said about Kaepernick. I disagreed 100%. But not because of his point of view. It was the delivery and the platform he put it on. That's my only problem. We can sit and talk about it. It's all good. But when I see people, the comments, oh, coon ass, and you dancing for the white man, and I'm like, once you do that to a person, another black person, you're cutting off any good dialogue to go any forward past that. I may disagree with you, but you know what? Me and Mike disagree on a lot of crap, and I'm like, okay, Mike, I ain't feeling that one right there, but you my boy. You want a drink?
Well, you know what? But to your point though, it's very important that. But that's a that's within our culture, and we've been taught to be
Yeah,
divisive.
yeah.
Right.
I was about to say that.
So
the house one and the field one. You know what I'm saying?
We're quick to tear somebody else down instead of saying, you know
crabs
what?
in a barrel.
Let me let them know. Listen, man, I don't agree with what you're saying, but I don't need to disrespect them.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
That's my problem with Stephen A. Smith because, and again, he's from New York.
Mm-hmm.
And
Hollis, Queens. No.
Yeah. No, but what my point is, you guys, not on purpose, because I'll say about every New Yorker I know, you guys are very aggressive to us, aggressive. But once you cool with somebody, y'all cool. Y'all got their back. But before that, y'all like, I don't know.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. And so Stephen Smith, what he said was some very New York-ish. So he's like, you don't want a quarterback. You want to be about, is what he was saying it. Now, I got New York friends, so I'm like, okay, I get what you're saying. I disagree with him, but that the woman sounds jacked up. If you sit him down in a non-hype way and say what he's trying to say, like, look, he's saying what me and Mike said. Dude, the way you did it kind of weird.
Like
whatever. And that's my problem with Stephen A. Smith. It was not what you were saying, bro. Your delivery,
the condescending way. That he said it.
Yeah.
I have the same problem with Kamala Harris, and so the bros.
What's your problem, bro?
I'll tell you, the bros will make it.
Y'all on this anti-Kamala thing, bro.
No, but the fact that you respect the fact that I, don't, care for Kamala Harris, but I'm a sellout. And,
fine.
I'm not looking at that, man. I'm looking at the state of the nation. So I basically so she's of Caribbean descent. You know what I mean? She's opposed to I'm stereotyping.
Yeah, I got.
But a lot of times,
this is their show. So you can say what you want to say.
They look at Black Americans like sellouts. Caribbean Americans and Africans look at African Americans as. I agree. I thought she was that type of person. She's not that type of person. But she's not my cup of tea. But I'm cat because I don't want to elect her. Because the way she we need to get Trump out of office. We didn't be worried about who's going to do it. The way she went at Joe Biden, and so I'm supporting the white man, Joe Biden, or I'm a sellout.
That's your boy.
He wants to support who's going to win.
No. I'm not. I'm asking you that. So you're a Biden guy.
I'm cool with Biden because, and I was turned on to Biden by my cousin's white wife. You know what I mean? Like when Barack Obama chose him as his running mate.
That you didn't like.
No.
Cousin that he didn't like.
I love her, but she was coming in word when I said that I didn't think OJ killed Nicole Brown.
I remember that.
So
they were hardcore. That's an argument.
I'm not saying that he didn't know who did it. I'm saying he didn't physically do it. I got a frat brother that wrote that his biological brother was the forensic scientist at the scene of the crime. The person that did it was
was out of office.
Was red-handed. He was right-handed. But anyway, no. But Joe Biden, I support Joe Biden, and so I'm a sellout because I'm supporting this white man. Bernie's cool, but he gonna die.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna be in there that long.
Yeah, but he's the same age.
And he came to my church.
Yeah, but he ain't been.
He ain't wearing it, man.
That heart attack. He ain't been.
But no, Kamala Harris. When she was against busing, against busing. I was like,
bro.
I was just like, come on.
I
didn't agree
hold
with
on.
that.
There's one thing I don't want us to leave the show, even though we already over. But he's sleepy, so he's not paying attention.
No, we good. We still got 12 minutes.
I don't want us to miss. Oh, we got 12 minutes. Okay, because
Yeah.
I don't want us to miss. I was going to ask you about the Mandalorian, so I'm apologize. Keep going.
Okay.
Kamala in the buses.
Wait.
You know what's funny?
Wait. Joel. Old school. Every Sunday morning, he goes, my job. Coming up with right now we have busing go. What's that show? The old guy in the middle, and he goes like, the president, blah blah blah. Go.
It might have been Meet the Press, something like that. I can't think of what it is.
It was Meet the Press.
Yeah.
Hey, Joel, we showed you know this. but dude, I love having you.
Well, I appreciate you guys having me.
Oh yeah, he bought the product.
Oh, my bad. Go, do it.
Yeah.
Weed mints?
What you got in there?
the oxygen.
What you got in there?
We got the oxygen from Juwan Howard Fab 5 CBD mints.
Word.
Chronic mints.
We got no THC, dogs. No THC, man.
Boom.
You know, we don't want a situation like my man from the Miami Heat. What was his name?
Oh, the one that flipped out on the plane.
Oh yeah.
With the gummies. These gummies, no THC. Very delicious. Lemon raspberry. We got pain cream. Anybody in pain today? As a matter of fact.
Yeah, my back.
Here you go. Boom.
My neck.
My back.
We got the we got the sponsored Titan athlete over there.
Yeah, let's go.
Mike Dub.
My security.
Oh, appreciate that.
So what, this
And
is,
I'll get you some pain cream when I go back in the car.
oxygen.
On my hip.
So yeah, so this is a revive and rejuvenate. This is massage oil.
Oh wow.
Massage oil. Yes, so you get the CBD. You know the key thing about the CBD is that the more you ingest it, the more your body self heals.
Is it drink?
No, this is not a drink. This is massage oil. we do have teas if you're interested.
Just
but
because he said absorb. Don't want that to mean it needs to be through your colon.
Because about a week or two ago, we were at a Florida Green Magazine education.
Oh, you serious?
Hemp derived.
yeah, I mean, see, it's a $22 billion industry.
Wow.
$22 billion industry. So there's opportunities. So if you guys are interested, or if you know anybody that's watching, if you're interested, contact me, J Sylvain at scp-global.com for more information on oxygen, CBD. Heal yourself. Peace.
All right.
But yeah, that's going to be a really big industry that's going to
Are you serious?
the fact that once they start legalizing,
I'm gonna say right now, just my opinion.
Legalize it.
IMO, in my opinion. I think right now it's kind of like the 49 Gold Rush.
yeah.
Where everyone came out like, oh, it's gold on them hills. I think right now with the weed thing, I think that rush is going, bro. I think right now corporates already come in, and unless you have some new twist as an independent entrepreneur,
Well, what's
you're not.
You
Gonna
know what?
be able to-
You know what? There is a gold rush happening with that. I have to agree with you.
I think the rush is gone.
Actually,
Let's just get started.
No. I'm saying is I think the initial it's weed make money part's gone. Now you gotta find a twist to make money off of it. Right now, like maybe it's I'll do it, but make it red magic instead of blue magic.
that perp. No, I think it's going to be more like the industry, the brewery industry, where there was a time where it was Bud and
Might know
and then
that.
all these people start making these micro brews, and so in every region of the country, you're gonna have this is that Brooklyn, Brooklyn right here, and you only get it here, and it will be 1,000 brands versus a giant Coca-Cola or a giant Ambev. Owning everything. So I think that's where we're going to go.
I agree with you, Mike. You're 100% correct, because right now there's a lot of companies that are pushing just the non-THC, and where the opportunity is for individuals, if they're looking to become their own entrepreneurs or they're trying to make some extra money, now's the time to get in, because as this expands, you need to build who you are, your brand, and who you're trying to do business with. So stay tuned.
Amen on that. All right. Hey, so you is any one of you gotten Disney Plus?
Nope.
I do.
Here we go.
I got a Fire Stick. I don't need it.
I got the
I got a Fire Stick too, but I got Disney Plus on the Fire Stick.
I got the little trial, the 7-day trial.
Yeah, I got a 7-day trial because I wanted to see Mandalorian.
Yeah, let's talk Star Wars, man.
Get the Cinema app.
You don't like it?
It's cool.
Ooh.
Wow.
You kind of said that.
You said it.
That made me scratch the neck.
I know.
I'm gonna be glad when I'm gonna be glad when WandaVision comes on. I'm gonna be glad when Falcon and the Winter Soldier comes on. All those cartoons that are on, I love them, but you could get
it's cool.
you get them on YouTube. I
Right.
own all the Marvel cinematic movies, already. Mandalorian is cool.
To me, it's like a Western.
Hurry up and make the
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Western.
Hurry up and make it.
Yeah,
I'm just like, I'm ready for the next episode because I want to see what Baby Yoda's gonna do.
Yeah.
You know?
Baby Yoda went off.
You said that background music is next episode.
Gino Lexus in the building.
Man,
I ain't see it in the house.
What's going there? What's going Hey, we're on air. We got 5 minutes left. I paid for 5 more minutes. All right, here we go.
This is live radio right here.
Here we go.
I'll be glad when they get to the episodes where they focus more on like, you know, what's going on as far as the Empire being over with and all that.
What are your feelings? And I think, again, keep saying it again, but showing our age, I don't give 2 shits about Star Wars.
What?
You know?
I don't give 2 shits.
What?
What did they
What
do?
did you fall? Did you fall and bump your head?
Hold on. It took me 15 years to say this. I found out that my Star Wars
That
love...
Darth Vader was Luke's father. Yes, we know.
I know. There's a high I got from the first Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back. I got a high from it. Mm-hmm. And I've been chasing that high ever since. And
speaking like a true
Empire Strike Back didn't
Return of the Jedi was bullshit.
No, but Empire Strike Back, man, was...
I'm not done yet. I'm not talking... Mike, shut up.
Goddamn, what's in this stuff?
Return of the Jedi was a crap movie.
They need to
that I walked out of. I'm in 8th grade.
Right.
And it sucks.
The Ewoks was too much. I got
yes,
you. It was too much.
Then fast forward to the Jar Jar Binks era.
That was trash.
Yeah.
I saw that now. I'm not going to sit there and lie. The best part of the movie that I loved was Darth Maul.
Yeah.
They kill him off and cut him in half.
But he's still alive.
Well, hey,
He's getting his own show.
Yeah, he's still alive.
did you watch Clone Wars on Adult Swim?
For that crap.
She hurt you. She hurt you, man. She hurt you bad.
Did you watch Solo?
No.
Did you watch Solo?
Clone Wars was good.
Did you watch Solo?
I'll get there. Clone Wars was good. But I've learned that high I had.
Right. I'm with you.
It's never as good as the first time, man. Come on.
I got you.
That first hit, I've been chasing for 20 years, bro.
You're never going to get it.
Now, I loved Rogue One.
Yeah, that was good.
Okay.
That was good.
I liked it. I liked the last 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Because it was
When
from
Darth
the New Hope.
Darth Vader was...
Man,
Yeah.
he was wrecking shop.
Yeah. and on some acting-ish, my favorite part was not Darth. On some action. The part where the guys, they have the plans, and they're going from room to room. Like, open up. And the dude looks scared. I'm like, oh, acting. I'm like, oh.
I was scared.
Yeah. Who that? Yeah. That was so cool.
Yeah.
That was so cool,
And
bro.
that's the thing I love the Rogue One because it's kind of like I didn't really care about. I never really cared about a pilot.
Nico, your beard look cool as hell right now, bro.
Bro, you being here looks cool.
Nico.
You up here right now.
But all that being said, as far as my Star Wars thing is, I watch it out of curiosity. I think I've gotten more into the new Star Trek reboot.
Now, oh man, that I tell you
I
what,
like those.
I literally had even to recently. I just recently moved. I still had the VHS of Wrath of Khan. That's how much I like Star. When it right? That's how I'm a tricky like that.
Wrath of Khan.
And then when I went to see the first reboot, the very first one.
Wait, freeze. I told you before you see it, before you saw it, I told Mike, I said, dude, the J.J. Abrams Star Trek is what Star Wars should be.
Yeah.
And he saw it, and I said, Mike, this is my new favorite sci-fi movie. That Star
what
Trek
killed me
reboot.
is how the guy who's playing Spock, I really believe that he was Spock.
No, he wasn't Kirk.
And then the guy who played the Doctor, I mean, he must have studied that man. Yeah. He had every mannerism and everything, and I was like,
no, Bones. It was Bones.
Yeah,
Bones
that's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. They even explain how he got the name Bones. And I was like, if they could do that with these remakes of Star Wars, I feel you on that high when you just walk out of the theater going, I have been in. Are you entertained? Have you been entertained? I've been entertained.
So you don't even like these new ones that are out?
I like the new ones. Last Jedi.
The last one is getting ready to come to the theater.
Yeah,
No.
The Rise of Skywalker.
No. They're okay. But I'm not. I mean, maybe
it's
I'm
not as good
like,
as the first time.
Euphoria is not at the same level for
it's
him.
not like, but the new Star Wars movies are like, okay. When J.J. Abrams did the Star Trek reboots, I swear to you, and I'm fucking 40. I'm 40 years old, and I'm like, Mike, dude, you
gotta see it. Dude, I'm going back again.
Yeah,
I'm going back again.
Yeah.
That's how it was with the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
No.
That's a whole different.
Well, okay. My feelings, as far as my feeling with the Star Trek one, is this. Remember when Thanos, and I've seen it a million times now, on repeat. Thanos has Thor down, and you see the camera cut back to the hammer.
Yeah.
Comes up, and you look back, and you see Cap with the hammer. That feeling of me.
Yeah, just like, yeah.
I'm 14 years old again, bro. and the part where you get him, you see Cap the hammer, the shield. He's doing this.
Yeah.
And I swear to you, I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God.
He started tearing it down.
And before we go, I see another show's coming in. Again, two guys,
Cover
two topics.
Cover two conversations. All right, say it. Cover two conversations.
Yeah, do it.
Two Tampa natives. Two Tampa natives. Two different points of view. For 2 hours. With 2 hit songs in between.
Okay, anyway, before we go, this is how far back we go. Me and him saw Civil War together?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah. So we're sitting there by ourselves, me and him.
Oh, man.
Chilling, had a little drinks in our pocket, watching it. And through the whole movie, we're just hype because it made us feel a certain way that I haven't felt with Star Wars in a long time. Mm-hmm. And the whole time we're watching the movie, me and Mike doing this. Man, that's Captain America, dog. Man, that's Captain freaking America.
We'll end the show on this. This is how much that impacted me. I work, and I have 11 people that report to me at work. And I was trying to get them to understand how I wanted them to, go with our strategy. I literally pulled up on YouTube 2 scenes. One with Captain America on the elevator.
Oh,
and what he says, anyone want to get off? That's the first one. The second one I played was when he first met Falcon. When he was lapping him on your left, on your left. And finally, when Falcon sat under the tree, then Captain America stopped and was like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I said, in our job, I say the problem is we're moving faster than the other people around us. Just keep going. Eventually, and some of them are trying to chase us, some of them trying to block us. So eventually they're going to sit their ass under that tree, then they're ready to listen to you. And I still to this day they still remember that, those 2 scenes. And to your point, that kind of movie making, I get you about that. Well, I remember that when I'm 80 years old.
Yeah.
And you're waiting on
I'm
that
not
next,
getting that for the new Star Wars movies, bro.
Yeah.
No, they're good movies. But I'm not getting the
classic.
Oh, God, it feels good. It feels good, bro.
And that's so funny, because I thought about it. Because I'm just now thinking about it, because at the end of the episode, like, 3 and all that, I felt bad because I'm like, damn, man, he's bad. Now you know he's done.
Yeah.
That's where I felt bad, because he wiped out the kids.
Yeah,
that's
right.
I was like, yo, he's
not the
orphans. Anyone could go this way, that way, but when you wiping out kids, you went in.
Now,
I say that. I like him. I saw him as a kid, flying
the younglings.
Like Jar Jar, even like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, stop.
I'm just like, I'm not even, you know what I'm saying? I kind of ignored that because him growing up, I like that. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen that actor since. But what you said,
Hayden Christensen.
Also,
Revenge of the Sith could have done a better job. I mean, these are Jedis. How he?
Yeah, how he?
He wiped them Jedis out too.
Yeah.
No, the grown Jedis.
Yeah.
He wiped the Jedis out too easy.
But he's Darth Vader, though.
They could have showed him.
These are regular stormtroopers.
They could have showed him wiping out the Jedi because Yoda was Yoda and all them were the last Jedi.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know, man. That's like a bad chick right there. And we keep wrong. And we keep coming back. We coming back. She called Reggie and told him, Reggie, I know we left on bad terms, but I need someone to pick me up. And Reggie's like, damn.
I got episode 7.
They wiped them out.
I don't care about Star Wars anymore.
Hey, this is Cover 2 Conversations. Two Terminators, 2 topics with 2 points of view.
It's 5.
For 2 hours on Flow High Radio. This is your main man, Mike D, and I'm always joined by... Reginald Wayne. We'll be back 5 to 7 on Saturdays on Flow Ohio. Thank you for listening. Check us out on Spreaker. Check us out on Facebook. Wherever else you can check us out. Check us out on the street. You can find us. Thank you to our guest, Dr. Gus Jordan III from Atlanta. Joel Savan, Mr. Entrepreneur of the Year from New York.
Trump supporter Gino Lex is in the house.
Thank you for having me on the show.
All right, thank you for the Flow Ohio family.
By the way, me and Gino, we gonna have it on air one day. We have a good debate, professional debate about.
This is Flow Ohio Radio.